So, who remembers where we left off?
We had just landed, and we were discussing some options of like turning evil if we want to, or various. What were the other rules? I remember the one we discussed quite a bit was whether we could potentially. Oh, the exhaustion for those who aren't already evil.
Yeah.
There's one other, I think.
There's the fun one where I get to make you guys go weird when evil stuff happens.
Oh, yeah.
Flesh warping is what it's called.
Oh, yeah, the flesh warp.
Is that permanent?
There are spells that remove things such as that.
Okay.
So probably
So what
like
was the trigger for that again?
There's a variety of evil magics and demon ichor in particular. Ex-warrior.
And I think Lulu wanted us to go to Fort Knucklebone.
Yes. That's why it's the only, should be the only thing you can read on the map. And it's got a little thing around it.
Alright, let's go crack some knuckles.
And you rolled that 2d4, which means you did get there on time. No. You're all evil, right? Or is anyone just neutral?
I'm neutral.
I'm neutral.
How long will it take to get there? You're gonna have to give me a Constitution saving throw. You're not evil folk.
Nope.
Yeah, you're real
Gonna have
good
to
at that
put together a
Constitution. We know
wagon.
that Constitution. We know that from.
Yes, I'm very bad at that.
All right. Ben, you're fine. Defiant, you take a level of exhaustion.
Okay.
So what's that disadvantage on everything? So you take a long rest?
Ability checks. Does that include hitting things, or is that just...
No, because I think at the next level gives you disadvantage on attacks.
Okay.
And the next level of speed is halved. Then disadvantage on attacks. Hit point maximum halved. Speed reduced to 0. And finally death.
Wow.
So you're walking through this place. It is shitty. It's like hot. There's a river of whatever that is. The landscape is like blasted and ruined, pockmarked with like demonic magic, like fireballs seem to have been exploded everywhere. Some stuff that the characters wouldn't recognize, but you might recognize as like artillery barrages everywhere. But the more perceptive you also see some glimpses of a paradise for some reason. So like, you know, a nice oasis maybe, and then you look at it again and it's gone. There's nothing permanent about it though. And then after a couple hours, you find yourself looking upon a giant claw coming out of the ground, it looks like. It's a fortified compound that sits atop a low plateau, and at the center is this hand clawing out of the ground with gaps between the fingers. But outside that, you see a jagged wall made of rock bones and metal. You also see a gatehouse coming up from what looks like a gate. The gate is currently shut. And Lulu's like, that must be it. Let's go. Zip, flies over.
So Lulu, what's the deal with these bird people? Are they friendly?
Yeah, they helped me when I came back from... I remember them before I forgot, or after I forgot. My memories are all messed up, but they were definitely helpful. And I know if they tell me where they found me, then maybe they can tell me where the thing we're looking for is.
Okay. Do you know who in particular found you? Do you know their names or identifying characteristics?
I don't know their names, but I mean, Kenku aren't native to this place, right? There can't be too many of them.
How long ago was this?
Oh, I don't know. Time is different when you're on different planes. I don't know if it was days, weeks, years.
I'm just thinking we might want to be approach cautiously. In case
Always
they're
a
not
good.
here anymore.
Yeah, do we see any guards at the gatehouse?
Yeah, you see a half dozen small figures. At this point, you can only see like their shadows and some like maybe head-like things over like a wall. They look red.
Is there any cover anywhere where we can get closer without being noticed?
No, this place is like it's very heavily fortified, and they cleared out all the sort of devil trees nearby.
Do we want to send someone up to greet them, or we all just want to keep?
So it's always daylight, and there's nothing,
Mm-hmm.
and there's no cover.
Yep.
I guess we approach, right? I mean, can
Sure.
anyone turn invisible, or?
Yeah, I can. I just don't really know what the point of that would be at this point.
Yeah.
I did take protection from good, evil, and good.
They're supposed to be helpful, right? Let's just approach.
Yeah,
That's what Lulu says. She flies ahead.
Always trust Lulu. Okay, I'll follow Lulu.
So you get closer and you can see the half a dozen figures on the gatehouse look like kind of gnomish? Question mark. When they spot you, they yell down, "What's the password?"
Good sir, we've only just arrived. We're in the middle of a expedition for the good of all science. We mean you no harm.
Yeah, well, what's the password?
I don't know. Let us in for science. No one told us any password.
You idiot! There is no password! And they all just start keeling over, laughing their asses off. Is anyone familiar with, like, Fae? The Feywild?
My character, not really.
Nope.
No.
Well, does anyone have... I don't know. Anyone just want to make a knowledge roll?
Sure.
History, actually.
No. I can, but not sure what
I'll do one. Maybe I saw something in my reading that.
Yes, that's what I expected.
They kind of tickle you about some sort of Oh, Brendan knows.
I
Ben and
somehow know something.
Heard it in a song.
yeah, there's definitely songs about these creatures. They are evil tricksters from the Feywild. They're known for having metal boots and loving to stomp on things. And they are also marked by their red hats. They don't belong in this plane, that's for sure. One of them shouts back, "There's no password, but you have to answer me these questions 3.
Well, I will put my knowledge to the challenge at any time. What questions are they?
What number am I thinking of?"
I'd like to roll insight.
Well, you seem to me a simple-minded fellow, so I suspect the number is very small. But how can we tell that you won't honestly answer if we guess correctly?
You can roll whenever you want for the insight. Because I'm the one on the tower, so you have to do what I say.
I want to see if this guy actually feels like he has authority, or if he's just, you know.
Anyone else rolling? Or it doesn't matter. He rolled really poorly. He's just fucking with you.
All right, I'd like to intimidate him and say, "Listen, Pipsqueak, let us in now."
What?
Let's see. Okay, sheesh, can't take a joke, can ya? The door is open. So when you get to the inside of, or do you want to do anything before you go?
No, that's fine.
They definitely look cowed for now. There's a lot of trash on the inside. If you had to, looking at this again as players rather than characters, it looks like a junkyard with like car parts. There are a bunch of these feral gnome redcaps walking around. Some of them are dripping ichor from their knives. And then you do see, over to the left, a pair of bird people squawking at each other with, like, again, characters wouldn't know this. Players recognize, like, a wrench. And, like, a hex set, maybe. They're just, like, banging on it, going squawk, squawk, squawk.
So Lulu, they look like your friends?
Oh, yes, they are. Let's go! As soon as the Kenku notice Lulu coming up, they wave at you in like a come forward, and then once you get there, if you do come there,
Yep.
they like kind of like go, wait, hold on, and they go, what a deal! Patience is a virtue. Can't keep the boss waiting, and runs off. Dips into one of the buildings, and he brings out a pair of creatures. One of them is a tall creature with like a weird raggedy shirt. It looks humanoid, but the eyes are like kind of like darting around back and forth, kind of like not focused on anything. On the person's shoulders are a pair of ravens, and then behind, you assume female creature. Behind the female is a fleshy Frankenstein-esque monster. Let me show you their pictures. There you go.
Nice.
My goodness! The hag croaks, spittle dribbling from her mouth. Where did you find such a treasure?
Who is she talking to?
Whoever's in front. But she's looking at Lulu.
What treasure is that you're speaking of?
Why this Hollyphant?
Oh, he's our friend.
Really? How did you find him?
Well, he was at Candlekeep, and we got sent on a mission. He was part of the mission.
Lulu pipes up and says, "Oh, there's this huge story with Zariel and demons and devils and big battle and Maggie's eyes open wide and say, "Oh wow, tell me more about it." And then Lulu goes, "But I forgot."
And that's what brings us here today. We understand that your guards rescued Lulu some time ago.
Is this true? Chaka and Clank? She looks at the, or Chaka and Clunk, sorry. I was almost right. And they go, "Certainly." She starts choking her chin.
All we need is a bit of information on where Lulu was found. We'd like to retrace its steps.
She looks at Chaka and Clank. They don't seem to have any answer. They just kind of like shrug. And then she looks back at the group and says, "Well, I might have some magic." She uses her hands in a magical way, like sparks come out of it. "That might be able to help, but it'll take me a while to get the components. All that I'd ask in return is that you tell me what you find."
Seems interesting. What sort of business are you running here?
Business? This isn't a business. This is a war band. By the way, I'm not sure if everyone knows what a Kenku is. So that's Kenku.
With whom are you at war?
Oh, you must be new here. I'm at war with everyone, and everyone's at war with everyone. Well, there are two. There are the demons on one side, and the devils on the other, and then a whole lot of people caught in the middle.
Are you one of those, or are you on one of the other sides?
I'm on my own side. I'm just here because, well, it seemed interesting.
I'd like to roll insight and see if I believe her. No, I don't know.
Let me see. I can't read her.
And if we're assuming we're interested in your offer, what sort of components would you need?
Oh, I've got them around here somewhere. It'll just take me a while. You can rest up and chat with the Redcaps, I guess? I don't know, just make yourself comfortable.
Well, I'm actually a rather skilled alchemist myself. If I'd be happy to assist you and learn what you're learn from you if you'd be willing to accept my. Maybe I can
Oh,
share
I
this
can't.
with
I
you.
can't give any of my secrets away that easy. Now, tell you what. You help out some around here, because I know there's. She looks at the two Kenku. I know these two need some help with those war machines, and I'm sure everyone else has. Well, I know they have problems because they're here, but you know, make things grease the wheels a little bit around here, and I'll tell you. I'll cut you a deal. I'll give you a clue as to how I do what I do, and maybe more.
No, I'm going to, if you'll allow it, make a skill check and show off some alchemy with my alchemist set to try to give her some, teach her something and make it, convince her that this would be a good exchange.
Okay. So you're gonna make a check with your alchemy skill or your alchemy
My
proficiency,
alchemist tool.
and with your ability check. Are you trying to be clever or quick?
I'm trying to actually show her something difficult to make, something that she would be interested in. Like I think intelligence is probably the best, and I'm trying to actually impress her with my
Yeah, so intelligence with your
alchemist supplies.
Mhm.
Crit.
She goes, "Oh, that's something new." Come over here, and I'll tell you how I do it. But I'd still like you to help around, and
Yes,
maybe I could help you out in return.
Certainly. That seems fair to me. I'm just curious for the moment. We can definitely give you something in exchange for the actual.
So she's gonna try and pull you to like the side.
Okay, I go with her.
She's gonna just start showing off her spell casting. Can you make an Arcana check?
Sure. I'm actually going to use one of my new abilities to. Let me double check the wording of it to make, but I think I can do it after I rolled. Yeah, when turning at 7th level, you gain the ability to come up with a solution under pressure. When you or another creature you can see within 30 feet of you makes an ability check or saving roll, you can use your reaction to add your intelligence modifier to the roll.
So you get double intelligence on it?
No, I just add.
But it's already
it.
got intelligence in your Arcana, so you just get an extra
4, an extra 4 to what I.
Okay. So looking at her, she's a supernatural creature, and she's just supernaturally gifted. She's in game terms, she's a 12th level spellcaster. So this is just one of her NPC spells she has. But she's going to, because she was impressed with your alchemy, she's going to give you a charm. Let's see which one. Let me look it up. she's gonna give you a charm of heroism. So it's a temporary magical buff, pretty much. It's gonna appear as some sort of like magical tattoo on your body somewhere, probably like your wrist or your arm,
Okay.
and pretty much you get to, as an action, give yourself the benefit of a potion of heroism.
Is that like a one-time thing? You said it was temporary?
Yep.
Okay, sounds good.
So, for your reference, it's just you get 10 temporary hit points, and you are blessed.
Okay, for an action. Got
And that will last for... Okay, it'll last forever, but you can only use it once. And once you use it, the tattoo will go away. The people who are still there hanging out with Mickey, can you make an insight check? Adam, you notice he's kind of like, but you somehow, maybe you're high, I don't know. He's in pain.
Oh. You okay there,
And that's
buddy?
why he's moaning. He's gonna like hop in a little circle. You see like a weird bone in his leg.
A weird bone, huh?
The whole thing kind of looks weird to me. I don't know.
Sorry, I keep clicking the wrong things.
I'm gonna smoke up a little bit, so I no longer have disadvantage on wisdom checks. And I'm gonna offer him some catnip as well as I'm smoking up.
Oh. Let me look about something about him. Doesn't seem to affect him.
Yeah.
Okay. He hobbles around some more.
Can I do a medicine check on him?
You could. Would you be the person to do it?
Probably not. Does anyone trained in medicine?
Definitely not me.
I am not trained. I have the +3 to it.
Nope.
I have +2. Do we want to... I don't know.
Should one of us roll with assist or something?
That's what I'm thinking.
That makes sense.
Well, you have to be trained to assist, right?
Oh.
Well, here, I'll assist.
There you go. That's like an assist.
Nice. I point out the strange protruding bone and explain that it looks like he's in pain to our cleric.
Okay, I'm gonna take a look.
She's a forged cleric. She just cauterizes all wounds.
I got just the solution. I pull out my forging stuff. Smithing tools.
Hammering it back in place.
You still got your D4, but you don't need it. That's enough. So are you gonna like cauterize it once it's done? Because it's probably gonna like leak ichor and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you can tell, just honestly by contrast from his previous moans, they are elated. Oh. He's like hopping on both legs. And I think this is when Mad Maggie and Zolka come back. And she's pleasantly surprised. What'd they do to you? He points to his like, oh! Ow, finally! I was wondering what was making you make that awful racket. Thank you. Now, it'll be a couple hours, well, more than a couple hours. She gestures to like all the piles of bullcrap everywhere, like junk and just. It's not very organized. It'll take me a long time to get these. Why don't you spend the rest of the day working on this? Just hanging out, maybe helping people out if you want. I don't know. And tomorrow, she kind of like looks at the sky. Morning? we can start restoring Lulu's memory.
That sounds reasonable to me.
Do you know a place where we can rest?
Well, you can rest here.
Okay.
Ask the Chaka and Clunk can probably find you a place to rest. And they'll kind of like walk out with you if you're because she's turning to like start digging through all her crap.
Well, might as well get our resting plans made, and then we can explore if we want.
While you're leaving like this rickety building, you're intercepted by some of those red caps, and you've actually seen them. They're joined by these different looking red. They look angrier. They look mad.
Ooh.
For comparison. And you're like, why did the moaning stop? It was music to our ears.
Oh, would you like me to make you moan instead?
What do you mean? I give you like a side eye, like,
I'm trying intimidating them to leave us alone.
Wow. They rolled really well, but you rolled a 21, so they're like, we've got our eye on you. And then offhandedly Maggie shouts, they've got my protection, don't do anything stupid! They glare at you, but they let you pass. And Chukka and Clonk will lead you to what passes for shelter, I guess. It's like a pile of rusted metal, but it's shelter from the elements, and there's some soft ground inside.
Oh boy, soft ground, just what I always wanted.
And they'll bring you some gruel, is probably what they got. Unless you guys got rations of your own you want to eat.
I'm gonna go with my rations rather than the hell gruel.
I'll go with Hellgirl.
It sounds healthy.
So the hell gruel tastes like crap. The rations also taste like crap. everything you eat in hell will taste like crap. There will be no pleasure and sustenance for you while you're in hell.
Not even the flesh of our enemy.
It will turn to ash in your mouth.
What about the flesh of our friends?
Likewise.
Man,
You do get your long rest, so feel free to bump everything up.
Woohoo! I get
Do a
my
couple of rolls
exhaustion goes
damage.
away then.
Yep.
And although those of us aren't evil now, we're going to roll to see if we become evil temporarily.
Yep. It's a wisdom saving throw.
Ten.
Ben's just wasting all his crits tonight.
Yeah.
I don't know, this is maybe something he doesn't want to meet, but you're both safe. You don't wake up evil.
Nice.
I don't even have any bad dreams.
All rainbows and unicorns for you.
I do have to work on my alchemy, so let's do a couple of rolls.
Are there like guard towers or anything like that?
Yeah, there's
I
a
think you
gatehouse
made
that
me
you
a table or
found.
something for that, but I forgot how to do that. So I'm just going to do the.
Yeah, it's whichever is easier for you.
As we were walking through town, or the port, were there a lot of different types of people here, or was it mainly just red caps plus Mad Maggie and her?
Mostly red caps. One thing you did notice didn't really speak to you, but you can speak to it if you want. Is that
Looks pretty awesome.
yeah? It's a flame skull.
I feel like I want it to
got
be
it.
my friend.
Are you gonna do this before or after you take your long rest?
No, that's all right. I won't waste everyone's time with that.
Out of character, you have time. Like the game wants you to kind of buddy up with the people here.
Yep, I'm planning
Because
to.
there's the more buddy up you get with the people here, the better rewards you'll get after Mad Maggie does her nonsense.
Yeah,
Oh,
I am
okay.
going to. Once I group up with people too, I'm going to take them aside a bit. I saw a bit of what she did, and I should just warn you that she's quite skilled at magic, probably a fair bit better than any of you guys. So be careful if you're not to cross her if you're alone around her.
It'll be tough to keep my self-control, but I'll try.
I'm gonna go chat up the flames.
Okay. The flame skull sees you and says, "Why, hello there. Nice to meet your acquaintance. We don't get to see too many of your kind of people in these parts. I am Barnabas."
And your last name?
The Flame Skull.
Just Barnabas the Flame Skull, huh?
Yes.
So what brings a skull like you to a hell like this?
I didn't used to be a skull, you know.
What were you before?
I was a powerful wizard. And the flames in his eyes kind of like a brighter for a second. But then I
So-
died.
Did
And
you have a skull before you died?
yes. But I wasn't a flame skull.
So
Although
the
I did have
flames are new,
flame.
But the skull is old?
Yes.
So how do you get to become a flame skull when you die?
Well, you see, after I died, one of the lesser wizards I talked with and maybe I called him names in wizard court, but he went to my crypt and turned me into this, and then he sold me to this mad Maggie, and I've been here ever since.
So, what do you do?
Float around and know things. That's about all I can do, really.
Can you cast spells?
Now that's a tricky point, you see, because I know the spells, but I need the hands, you see, and even the verbal spells just don't seem to work right.
And maybe your lack of lungs.
Maybe. Oh, but I can do this. And like he opens his mouth and like this hell scream comes out, kind of like a hawk, and a laser of fire shoots out and hits something random at the ground.
Can it be a red cap?
No.
You get
He's not-
Do you get much opportunity to practice that?
I mean, every so often when the raiders come, I get to shoot off, but not every day. It's a bit disappointing, really. You know, I used to be able to cast the wish spell. Barnabas, the Grand Conjurer, Necromancer, Abjurer, mastered them all. And now I'm just a skull.
I guess you should have wished for a more secure tomb.
Yes, well, hindsight is perfect. You seem like a nice person, relatively speaking. Could you help me out?
Well, what are you looking for?
Well, it's a bit embarrassing, you know, being a skull, not being able to take care of this myself, but he opens his mouth wide and just, like, orients himself so you can notice the missing tooth. One of the red caps, Krubba, I think it was, took my tooth while I was sleeping.
Why would you do that?
Oh, they're full of mischief and mayhem, and honestly, they're just kind of assholes. If you could get my tooth back, I'd really appreciate it. I'm quite partial to that. He like makes like a rotation gesture, like this is all I have left of what I used to be, and it just doesn't feel right without the tooth.
Well, I can look into it, but I should warn you that by contracting me to perform a quest for you, that constitutes consent to be the central character in a ballad of my composition.
Are you a bard?
Why, indeed I am.
Why, great! I can tell you all about my stories, and you can sing my praises all around the land.
Well, I can say.
Let me tell you about the time I fought a black dragon. He was an ancient dragon, you see. And why, he was terrorizing the countryside. Oh, wiggledy-piggledy. He's just going to keep rambling on about nonsense if you don't stop him.
Is he going to pay attention if I start walking away?
He's going to follow you.
Alright, well, I just start walking.
He's going to follow you, and if you walk faster, he's going to be like, wait! I haven't told you about the time I saved the maiden fair!
Alright, well, I mean, I just keep going at my normal walking.
Yeah, he kind of gets the point. He just stops and he's like, don't forget the tooth!
Alright, right, so I guess I go back to the others and give them the lowdown on the tooth situation.
Just mean we need to kill some red caps because I'm in.
Beard?
I was thinking
Cigar
more
goat?
stealth.
I was thinking just grab them and scare them. Intimidating them has worked really well so far.
I was thinking just pick their pocket.
Well, it's not my specialty.
It is mine.
So my plan is to just walk up to the nearest red cap and ask for what's his.
Sounds good. I'll go with you. We'll find this Krubba and take that tooth back by any means necessary.
While the party leaves the shelter you are in, a couple of ravens fly down and land on like a protruding metal bit next to you. Now, where are you off to?
We're helping out the townsfolk.
Really? Can you help me out? And me.
What help do you need?
Well, you're not really helping me as much as you're helping the mistress. Yes, the mistress. You see, I heard from the red caps. I overheard the red caps, rather. They're planning on assassinating her.
Do they expect that to work?
I mean, there are a lot of them. You never know. But it'd be a lot easier if you just... One of the wings goes up and motions across his raven neck. You know. Lazik was his name.
What was the name of the red cap that stole the tooth?
Grubba.
All right, well, we just keep adding to this list of red caps to kill. I like it. Let's go execute.
You'll find them on the arena grounds.
Can I roll insight on this guy?
Yeah. They are lying their asses off.
I had my suspicions. Are they crows or are they kenku?
They are in the form of crows, or sorry, ravens, blackbirds. But they are speaking to you in common. And so, don't I just tell you what they are, but you've seen them before. You've fought them before. Yes.
I say, you look tasty.
Hold on there. We're Mad Maggie's faithful servants. You wouldn't want to anger her, would you?
But birds are so tasty.
Well, good thing we're not birds. A shapeshift into imps.
Ooh, shape-shifting birds. They're even tastier.
That's not funny.
I try to lick one.
They fly away. Well, Mazika's over there. Are you going to go take care of him or not?
I'm not sure if Maggie would appreciate us killing off her guards.
Maggie doesn't care about red caps and mad caps. They kill each other all the time. It's just what they do.
That's
Kill
probably
one, two
true,
more
but
show
I
up
don't
in
know
their
about-
spot, and they kill each other. It's the circle of life around.
Yeah, I'm sure you've got all sorts of politics going on around here, but I think there are better, uses for my skills and getting involved. You guys can work it out on your own.
All right, but if anything happens to Mad Maggie, it's on your heads.
I saw a bit of her abilities. I think she could handle it.
The imp shrug. It's up to
Especially if you warn her. If you really are, you should just tell her.
We tried and she didn't believe us.
I wonder why.
I'm going to go look around the camp for anything interesting.
There are lots of red caps and mad caps. You actually run into Chukka and Clonk hammering away at that same big metal vehicle. Bonk, bonk.
Okay, I'm curious about that. I'm going to go up. So what is this you're working on? I don't think I've ever seen anything.
Why, this is a genuine demon grinder.
Now, that does sound useful. How does it work?
That's what it looks like, but it's broken.
What's the scale of that? Like, how high do those wheels go up to on a...
Well, so in game terms, a demon grinder is a huge thing. Let me double check. It's a gargantuan vehicle, so it can carry 8 medium creatures. So you're probably like maybe that first wheel height, maybe. It's big.
That thing at the top looks like it might be a chariot.
You got to ask them, how does it work?
Well, you put the soul coin in here, and he's like climbed into it now, and you see what looks like some sort of steering apparatus and a giant arcade-looking coin. You put the soul coin in there, it changes the coin into energy, and then it drives. Drives, baby, drives.
And what's a soul coin?
Soul coin is what you pay and get around here. Gold is useful and all, but you know, we're in hell. We like to deal with souls.
So basically it burns souls.
Exactly. This one ain't burning souls right now.
Do demon and devil souls work?
Soul's a soul, as long as it's in a coin.
How is it possible to make these coins? Could we learn how to make?
You can't make them. It's advanced devilry, that is. You can't make any of them around here. You got to go down to the lower levels of the.
We'll just have to earn them.
Well, first you need to have a use for it. Can you help me out with this? We've been beating our heads against this all week, and we haven't figured out what's wrong.
Oh, I can certainly take a look. Mechanical engineering isn't my area of expertise, but I've got a keen mind. I might be able to figure something out.
All right, you can make a Arcana or Investigation check, your choice.
It makes no difference for me, but I'm going to do investigation because I think that's more in.
Good. So there's a certain gear made out of demon spikes that is malfunctioning. You notice, like, because somehow I don't know the mechanics of this, but there is a drivetrain, and everything's fine up until there's one gear, and nothing's moving after it. So it's like a stubborn gear is causing it.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is your problem right here. It's stuck right at this.
Ah, we see. They get close to it and they just start beating the shit out of it with their weapon. Work.
Take out my mace and try to give him some help. Actually, no, I use the mending spell.
So it's not... The mending spell doesn't take effect because as far as you can tell, like, physically, the gear is fine. These Kenku can't really, like, figure it out, but you've noticed that it's, like, resisting it besides physically, like, something magical is impeding its movement, something non-physical.
Yeah, I don't think this is actually a physical issue. There's some sort of issue in the basic magic working.
Well,
I'll have to hit it with something magical instead.
Well, all we got are these wrenches, so just got to keep on hitting it. Thanks for your help, but hopefully we can figure it out.
You know anyone who might be able to? I can try one thing myself, but again, this isn't my... I get even further from my area of expertise. You know anyone else who might be able to look into the magic side of it?
Barnabas might be able to give you an opinion.
Who?
I've got some...
Barnabas the Skull?
He might.
Yeah, why don't we see if he was interested in... if he'll take a look. Or if any of you guys... Did you guys come along, or did you off on your own? I kind of just wandered off. I doubt anyone really followed me, but
I'm thinking if we give Barnabas back his tooth, maybe we can get him to work in trade.
Yeah, but...
Makes sense to me.
I'm going to go try and find the group and tell them about this thing.
They're not. No one's hiding, right? So you can just find them.
I'd assume so.
Right.
So they got this really neat demon crusher thing that I'd kind of like to see in action, but there's a broken part, some sort of magical issue with it. I think that skull guy of yours might be able to take a look, or any of you guys maybe could peek at it too. You could figure out what's wrong.
I think the skull guy's a good idea.
I agree.
Unless Gwenair wants to take a look.
Gwynner had to step away for a minute.
Okay.
Rock's following Gwenair.
Okay, we'll go find Barnabas.
Well, I know Barnabas needs a tooth. Do we want to bring him the tooth to make him more eager to help?
Well, may as well see if he wants to do it for free, and if not, then we can offer a trade. Might be we could get more than one payment out of him if he's interested in looking at it for his own.
Makes sense.
Doesn't seem like he has a lot to do.
So you guys are going back to Barnabas?
Yeah.
You find him in like a hole in the wall, just kind of like being a lazy skull because you can't really do it.
So, I hear from my bard friend that you're a magical expert of great renown. There's a problem. I'm sort of thinking you might be the only one who could help us.
Spreading tales about me already. Why, you are a great bard. What seems to be the problem?
There's a demon crusher that Kenko are working on that has a magical problem preventing it from working. That I found the broken part, but magic isn't really my area of expertise. So I thought a great wizard like yourself might be needed to figure out how to fix it.
Maybe. You're probably going to have to persuade him.
All right, I'll try to persuade him. So, surely this is an appropriate use for such a being with such great and vast knowledge as yourself.
You get advantage for that buttering up. That's exactly what would work on him. Yep. She says, all right. Only because, well, if I do this, will you get me my tooth back?
Sure, or
He's saying this while he's like flying with you towards the demon ground. I really miss my tooth. But it's like clear he's gonna do it. He's just trying to like make you do it for that, but he wants to show off.
Well, we're definitely doing our part to help out everyone around here, and you helping us out will definitely move you to the front of the list.
I see. Well, let's go take a look at that grinder then. When you go back, you see Chuck and Clonk just beating the shit out of that gear again. I'm guessing that gear is the problem.
I believe so. That's what I found from my
Then we get a closer look, and he just kind of like zooms forward, hits the back of the head of one of them or something, and you're like, ow. Yes, it doesn't look like a physical capability. Have you tried dispelling it?
I'm afraid dispelling is beyond my capability right now.
It is not, however, beyond mine.
You cast a spell, and you definitely feel some sort of demonic essence drain from the. And then while the Kenku are beating on it, it actually starts spinning again. Well, I think that did it. One of the Kenku like climbs up into the top, puts in a soul coin. You can hear like the demonic engine roar. Thank you.
I am a half-orc of many talents.
They walk up and like start patting you with their bird arms, which are weird because they're birds, but they. Thank you.
All right, I think we should start getting out of here before this becomes excessive.
Barnabas will fly back to his hole, but before he goes, he'll say, "Don't forget my tooth, please. I miss it so."
All right, so I wanted to, grab the nearest red cat.
Alrighty.
I'll come too.
Yeah, I didn't want to fight any rad caps until you were there. Give me an intimidation check and a d6. Okay. So you can find the nearest red cap, but how do you intimidate him?
Where's Grubba? Now.
Where's
I
Grubba?
start, my hands on my axe.
You don't threaten us. This is our place. He like tries to like smack your hand off. I don't know if he's strong enough. And then let's see. From like nearby, 4 other red caps start moving up, and they're like, "Hey, what are you doing?" And then one of them goes, "Bite, bite, 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 bite." And then the red cap you're holding tries to attack you.
I was not expecting a 25 to fail.
It wasn't the 25 succeeded, but you have a 50% chance of every time you question a red cap that they just go crazy and start beating the shit out of you, or trying to.
All right. Well,
So initiative, and I don't think we need a map. There's no real terrain. There's just going to be you and 5 red cap.
I think we still need to click on our characters for the.
I'll add it manually. Can I? Or do I have to do the thing? Whatever, I'll just bring your tokens to the page, and we can add it.
We'll just have us fight on one of the old maps where we're already there. Here we are.
Freya's not here anymore. Who cares about her? And grab her.
so should we just re-roll the initiative?
Whichever's easier for you.
How are you guys adding initiatives?
I added your
Yeah.
tokens. You should be able to see it on the map now.
They are northwest of Fort Knucklebone.
Now they're on top of Fort Knucklebone.
Do I keep my first roll, or it doesn't matter?
Up to you.
I'll keep it just because I already rolled it.
So, Una, a fight is escalating. Red Cap's about to try and slice with a sickle. What do you do?
Gonna pull out Grenhelda. And I'm gonna yell, "You slothful axe-breaking gas spores! Take that!" And I'm gonna swing my axe.
That hits.
For 8 bludgeoning. And my axe is silvered, by the way. I don't know if that matters.
It
hammer.
doesn't, but it's good to keep in mind. Just to make it easier, I made 5 of them. We'll say this is the one on Grethlock, and the other 4 are just kind of on their way. Right? They haven't made it yet.
Something is very wrong with Zolkug's health bar.
Oh yeah, that's not right.
Probably wasn't tied to health in the version it's copied from.
Yeah, let me fix it.
Looks like armor class.
It probably was my health at like level 1 or something.
I don't know what happened to it, but now it's HP and armor class. You got 56 HP and 20 armor, right?
Yep.
That should be good now. And let me fix that on you. Alright, Defiant, there's some angry gnomes.
Alright, looks like I'm standing right next to one here.
There's no real reason to have a map. It's just you, like, there's no terrain, there's nothing else. It's just gonna be you beating the shit out of Firebreak. Hopefully.
Well, now there's the AoE and stuff like that.
Right, that's what I mean, yeah. Well,
I mean,
I'm
they're
a
all
runner.
next to each other. The four of them are running towards you, and then the one is in Grethlock's, like, they're grappling narratively.
Okay, I'll hit the one that Una hit, whoever that was.
That's the one in Grethlock's grip.
Cool. Oops. That's the 15, not the 18.
15 hits.
9 slashing.
Ouch.
Bonus, or I get another hit.
Yep.
I really like the ability to toggle advantage, disadvantage. I don't know why that's not the default.
Mm-hmm.
It's set by the Dungeon Master, whether or not it's default.
I just stick the defaults.
Yep. But if you go...
Yeah, you can. I found you can change it in the options in your character sheet.
Yeah, that's what I did. Well, you can actually make it so that it shows up on the front of your character sheet.
Yeah, that's what I did. I have
Yeah.
the toggle where I can select it.
Yep, that's what I did as well. So that second hit was 11.
Yep.
Still standing?
Yep. Tough little bastards.
Okay, well, let me see here. Okay, well, I guess I'll do Flurry of Blows. And 27.
Yep.
Another 8.
Still alive.
Let's make him roll a... where are you?
Con saving throw.
Yes.
What's the DC?
13.
He saves.
Okay. And then one more. One more of my Flurry of Blows.
Yep. He's dead.
Woohoo!
He falls limp in your grasp, Breathlock. Quinair.
All right. I point my finger at the advancing group of redcaps and say, "Fall to ash, you worm." And then a fireball erupts.
Ooh. So that's 4 dex saves. What's the DC?
16.
Okay, 1 success. It's a really good roll. So 3 of them take the full 35. 1 of them takes 17.
Okay. They all still looking fine or any bloodied or what?
The 3 that failed are definitely bloodied, but they're still advanced. They're like rage.
Okay, the 2 closest are going to get some Eldritch Blasts. I'm going to cast a Quickened Twinned Eldritch Blast. So
How are you
4
casting
rolls,
another spell?
because it's quickened.
And it's a cantrip.
Okay,
Yeah,
yeah.
it's a cantrip. Yep. So I'm going to do 4 rolls, 2 per red cap.
Okay, we'll do top first, then bottom. Yep, they all hit.
Okay.
And you kill him.
All right.
Two of
That was
them
fun.
are blasted to smithereens, but 2 of them are still coming. And in a very hilarious is a word I would use. It's like straight out of a wrestling movie. This one runs up and does like a flying double kick at you with his iron boot. So, Breathlock, you got to make a dexterity saving throw.
17.
You manage to dodge out of the way, and he like falls to the side.
Is he prone?
I don't know. I don't think so. He doesn't say he's prone. It's just a miss, so he just like lands on his feet behind. And then this one's gonna do the same thing. So you're gonna have to make another saving throw. This one, you don't manage to dodge out of the way.
It came at you in pairs. You avoided one, but went right into the other one.
You take 31 bludgeoning damage. That was a really good roll.
Oh my god.
And you are knocked prone. You just like he probably hit you in the nuts.
You,
But,
you
yes.
dodged right into it, avoiding the other.
Gonna write a song about that one.
Hey, Breathlock, you're on the ground. You just got kicked in the nads
Alright, well,
by
I
a
stand
tiny
up.
gnome.
Alright, and alright, this gnome's going down. So let's see. Let's start with a great axe attack.
That misses.
Let's try it again.
That hits.
Alright. 9 slashing damage.
He is bloodied now. I'm assuming you're attacking the one that hit you in the nuts.
Yeah, I'm attacking the one that hit me.
Okay.
And let's see. Yeah, I'm gonna healing word myself.
Da-da-da-da.
Is it using the spell?
Yeah, some of my spells got messed up when I leveled up. I had to like change them, even though all the settings were right.
Alright. Crappy, but. And yeah, I think that's my.
All right. Zolkug. Gnomes.
I'm gonna poison spray this one. Go. DC 15 Constitution save. Or 19
He failed.
total damage.
And he's not immune to poison.
Ooh,
So
the
he
maximum
died.
damage.
Dead.
I'm gonna assume my homunculus is flying around near me. Move him over to the other one for a force.
I'm gonna bring him up. I keep forgetting you got that guy. Where is he?
For 8 force damage.
Yeah, I think that guy's still alive. Before I forget the homunculus exists, put him back on the token page. And then bring him to you. That hits, but he's still alive. Una.
I am going to toll the dead on this guy.
He gets 16.
That's all I got.
Finish him. Fine.
Finish him. Is that a hit?
Yep. And that's exactly what you needed to make him dead.
Max damage. Woohoo! I rolled 11s a lot.
And right before you kill him, he says, "You fools! Grubba doesn't have it anymore. We're playing hide and seek, so Barnabas doesn't get it."
Nice.
How did
That's
you
what the
know we
success
were
gives
after
you.
the dude? I never actually said that.
Oh. Because you got a 25 on your
You did ask
intimidation
for
check?
Barnabas, though.
Huh? No,
Yeah.
I just asked where's Grubba.
They know the score. They know what's going on.
Not a big fort.
Well, if they're passing it around, maybe we can disguise someone as one of them and
Maybe
Maybe these guys had it. Let's search them.
There you go.
Let's see. It would be they're passing it between themselves. There's how many? There are 90 total red caps and mad caps. So it's
roll a
1 in
5d90, and if we get an 86 or higher. And they have
Well,
it.
you roll 5d90, and then if you got a 90, but you got 5 chances.
I think it's quicker to just do a 5d90 with a 86 or higher.
Yeah, roll it.
Alright, I'm rolling 5d90.
So close.
God damn it.
Well, if we keep killing them, eventually we'll find them.
The odds will only go up.
I like this
Oh, but-
plan.
The first one was just one shot. Yeah.
I don't know. They're all pretty short.
Ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba.
Of course, he may have been lying.
Yeah,
Do
but
they
I
have
still-
any gold on them?
Soul
I
coins?
still think we can disguise someone as a one of them and try to be the one to take it. Say it's there.
Yeah, they don't have any money on them. They have heavy iron boots. I don't know if you want that.
Is there anything?
And Their weapons are like sickles.
No soul coins.
Nope.
Can we turn them into soul coins?
No. Soul coins are beyond your current capability. Definitely.
Can we trade them for soul coins?
I mean, they're dead.
Probably too late for that, yeah.
Their souls are gone.
So who wants to pretend to be a red cap?
Well,
Do you have
if we don't mind
disguise self?
I can make that potion to let you transform your.
Okay. Yeah, I have a disguise kit, but it will only work on somebody around the same size.
Well, that'd help for the costumes.
I mean, I've probably got the best deception.
Probably.
So if we can wait an hour, I'd like to spend some hit dice.
There's no rush.
No, we must deceive now.
All right, so short rest.
Go for it if you want. If everyone agrees.
Sure. I could use some key.
So these things are small, though, right?
Yep.
And we're going to need a little combination going on. I'm going to have to shrink someone and then give them the potion.
I also have the friends spell. Can we just like, mind control them and make them want to?
But does that have the 50% failure rate? 25 intimidate didn't help.
I have command.
Oh, that'd be pretty good.
Command's only one word.
Tooth.
Rips out its tooth.
Wait a minute. Speaking of ripping out a tooth, why not rip out one of these guys' teeth?
I have plenty of teeth. You could use any tooth.
I mean, I think Barnabas would probably recognize his own tooth.
I want Zolkog to open up a trench coat full of teeth.
You want
Which
a tooth?
one you want?
Yep.
I got a human tooth, gnome tooth, orc tooth.
Can I
cat
just
tooth.
make him a grill?
I like that.
I mean, it could be an upgrade.
I think that's an excellent suggestion. You should talk to
That is.
Barnabas about that. Forge him a new tooth.
Out of gold. Goes with his blue fire.
I think one gold coin would be enough gold for a gold.
Yeah. Can I do that?
Yeah, you can find him. It's going to be difficult to convince him because it's more than appearances. It's sentimental. It's his tooth. But you can try it. You can always crit.
All right. What does that be? Persuasion?
Yep. Nah.
All right, so back to the other ideas. What about friends? You think that?
Maybe we could try it. I mean, I'm not expecting great things from it.
I'm going to look for one of those dead guys' clothes. Just help make a disguise kit out of it. I want to help with the deception. I am trained in deception.
Yep, you can definitely scavenge a complete red cap set.
Yeah, it would have to be a quick, a real quick operation, though, if we're doing this. The enlarge reduce only lasts 1 minute. Or we could have a big red cap. Or we could have someone pretend to be the crone or the Mad Maggie.
Well, I can just polymorph myself.
Yeah, that would work.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I think that's probably the best option.
Sounds good to me.
Okay, so I polymorph myself into a red cap.
Nice. You don't have to make a saving throw because it's you. New form can any beast whose challenge rating is equal to or less. What the hell is a beast? It's just more fun to say it works. You are a red cap.
All right, so I go find another red cap then.
They're all just like sitting around. What do red caps do? They kill. They do a lot of killing. They're probably killing each other.
All right, so I just walk up to one and say, "Yo, it's my turn to hold the tooth."
Make a persuasion check.
Okay, so what's a red cap's charisma?
You get to use their charisma.
Yeah.
It's a -1.
Okay, so all right, so let's see. So persuasion check. I normally have +9. So when there, all right, so I get roll that plus. +23.
Yep. He says, "Oh, I don't got it, but Watsik over there has it."
Okay, so I ask him for the tooth.
He said, "Yeah, but be sneaky about it. You can't let Barnabas see it." He
No problem.
just like to hand it.
Thank you kindly. So then I walk off out of sight and unpolymorph.
Now you're an orc with a tooth.
Half work with it.
Half orc with a half tooth. Oh wait, no, an orc with a tooth. Half orc with a half tooth.
So I go find Barnabas then.
He goes up and says, "Do you want to hear any more stories, or do you have my tooth?"
One ex-wizard tooth.
Marvelous. Can you just put it in my mouth for me? I don't have that hands for it, you see.
Well, not trained in dentistry, but I can show
I'm pretty good with teeth. I can give it a
Right,
he just goes up and like opens his mouth wide.
So I put the tooth in.
You don't need to make a check or anything. You just gotta like shove it in there. It's very kind of forceful. He's like, "No, almost got it. Just a little bit."
It's not like he has nerves.
Oh, thank you. It just feels so much better. Chops his teeth a bit. So much better. Thank you. Thank you. I'll be sure to let Mad Maggie know of all the help you've been. not just to me, but also with the demon grinder over there.
No problem.
Technically, you even did with the imp swamp.
I mean, Wazik's still alive.
Well, he called them so they're less dangerous now, right?
Yeah, but they wanted you to kill Wazik. You didn't kill Wazik.
We might have. I can't tell them apart.
It's true. They know you didn't, but you might have. You don't know. Do you guys have any other plans while you're waiting around for Mad Men?
Just keep looking if anyone else wants any help or anything interesting around.
Yeah, the only thing left to do here is help out the imps. So if you're not going to kill, you're all good.
Yeah, I still have a thing against imps. I'm actually tempted to go tell the Glozik they claiming they're trying to get us to.
And just to remind you, Defiant knows that they were lying about their reason to kill Wazik. I don't know if you mentioned that to everyone else or not.
Yeah, I'm gonna go try to talk to that red cap.
Yeah,
I really don't like imps.
All right. It's easy enough to find Wazik. No red caps are. All right. Wazik is a mad cap. They're so similar. But they're not trying to, hide themselves or anything.
So,
what do you want?
I just thought you might be interested. Those imps are telling people you're planning to assassinate Mad Maggie, and we're trying to hire us to kill you. But I'm no fan of imps. I'd rather just tell you they're.
Those lying bastard imps. He's just mad because we pulled a prank on him. Or we're going to, anyways.
Oh, what prank is this?
Well, he hit some of our hats a while. The imps hit our hats a while back in. I don't know what you know about us folk, but we love our hats. So we're planning. We're still working on the plan, but definitely want to get them back.
Oh, I'd be interested in helping with that. Always anything to make an imp.
Well, do you have any ideas? I would say we just kill them all, but they're Maggie's favorites, and she can obliterate all of us with a glance.
How good are their senses? If we had someone disguised with magic as Mad Maggie, could we prank them that way?
So we convince them you're Mad Maggie, and then what do you do? Do you pluck their feathers? Do you...
How about paint them pink?
And, they can turn invisible and they can shapeshift.
How about polish your boots?
So you want to convince them...
Back, or make you new hats out of their feathers?
I like the boots idea. I think that's my favorite. You polymorph or disguise yourself as Mad Maggie and tell the ravens, those stupid raven imps, to polish our boots for us.
Sounds like a good
Yes, and it wouldn't get us killed. Just make sure Maggie doesn't find out. I doubt she'd be happy if she found out you were ordering her imps around and impersonating her.
Would they admit to polishing your boots?
Maggie tolerates a certain amount of chaos and mayhem around the town or around the fort, so I'm sure she'd find it funny as long as the imps don't die.
Yeah, what I meant was, I don't think the imps are going to tell anybody that they polished your boots. So I don't think we have to worry about Maggie.
As long as Maggie doesn't see you doing it, that's fine.
Well, if Maggie would get upset by this, maybe we could disguise you as one of the imps instead, and you could mess with them yourself.
How would I mess with the imps? There's only two, and they know each other.
I'll separate them, pretend to be one of them.
And then get them to polish my boots while I'm an imp?
Do whatever comes to your head to mess with.
But now I just really want them to polish my boots.
Okay,
That's what I want.
Polish your boots.
I want you to do that. Make them polish my boots.
You got any soul coins for trade?
No, but I can put in a good word with Maggie, and she has soul coins. Come on, do it, do it, do it, do it, do it. They're like jumping up and down on their iron boots.
Sure, we'll make them polish your boots.
Yay! Him and his lackeys start running around and just chopping at the air. Polish our boots, polish our boots, polish our boots.
Well, it's your plan, Zolkug. Take it away.
Well, they kind of sold me that I shouldn't probably disguise ourselves as Maggie, but we might try to intimidate the imps a bit into doing it. See if we can convince them. If not, who cares? They're just red caps. They don't seem too bright to me. They'll probably forget.
I'm just thinking that as long as she doesn't see you, it doesn't matter. Because they're not going to say that they were tricked.
Opens us up to blackmail, though.
Only if they find out it wasn't her.
No,
They would be super embarrassed.
The red caps are too dumb for that, I think. And we'll be doing them a favor.
I'm fine with doing the plan. I don't care. But either way.
So you want to intimidate them or try to fool?
I think pulling the trick would be more fun.
Okay, we'll go for it.
How are you going to disguise yourselves as Maggie?
She's medium, though, right?
Yeah, she's just a. If you had to guess what kind of thing she is, she's some sort of hag.
Yeah, and I could get a potion to make you look like it. And I think Defiant said he's pretty good with disguises.
Yes, I am.
And anyone particularly want to pretend to be Mad Maggie?
I've got a +4 to deception.
Well, I got
That'd be
+6.
persuasion, right?
Is it persuasion or deception?
You're lying. You could make it that it would be deception to convince them you're Mad Maggie, and then persuasion to, or I think it would be just deception, because once you establish that you're Mad Maggie, they just do what you say.
Okay. Could I do, did I hear, Grethlock wanted to do it? You have a high
Yeah,
deception?
I've got +6 deception.
Okay. Can I, by using Disguise Kit, can I give him advantage, since I'm trained in deception?
What's the potion do?
Yeah, I'm going to read it again. The drinker's body is transformed as if by the altar's self-spell, and it lasts for 10 minutes. The drinker determines the transformation caused by this.
But do we get our voice?
Yes. Here's the altar self.
Includes
You assume a
vocal
different
cords.
form. Blah, 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 blah. Change appearance. You decide what you look like, including your height, weight, facial features, sound of your voice, hair length, coloration, and distinguishing characteristics, if any.
Yeah, so it doesn't say anything about clothes. So the disguise kit would help you look like her with the clothes. So yeah, then that would make sense.
Nice.
Okay, so I'm drinking the potion and making a deception check on the imps with advantage.
Let's make it some sort of link check so that you have to make a disguise kit check with dexterity, and if you get above a 10, then you get advantage.
Okay. Yeah! One of the best
you definitely have
disguises I've made in a
advantage.
while.
I'd like to give guidance to Grethlock before he goes.
Don't forget about inspiration.
Well,
Yep.
I already have advantage.
Guidance, just... Yeah, okay.
Okay, so I'm disguised, I'm potioned up, and I'm talking to the imps now.
Yeah, you know where they are. They're just kind of like they're back in their raven forms, just sitting on some post-apocalyptic hell lamppost.
Alright, so I walk up to them and say, the Red Cap's boots are getting rusty. I need you to spend the day polishing them.
That's not our job. Yeah. What do you mean? Why do we gotta do it?
Alright, so that's a 21.
Let's see. Insight on the imps. They rolled a 13. Or if they had advantage because it's 2 of them, it's a 15. So they're still like skeptical, but you managed to convince them. So your reason is just that the boots are polished, like, because they're gonna be like, but that's not our job. That's not what we do. We're your imps. We survey. We sneak. Why would you want us to do this? Do you just like? That's it. So they're probably gonna take it as some sort of punishment. Like, all right, fine, whatever. Stupid Maggie. They'll fly over to where you saw Wazik and unshapeshift and start polishing the boots. And I think that's a good time to call it, because you've done all the side quests.
Yep.
Which means Maggie really likes you and will probably hook you with perhaps a demon grinder.
All right.
Woohoo!
Hey, Una, remember that time you took land vehicle proficiency?
Yeah.
Finally going to pay off.
Yeah,
In preparation for that, I will see if I can find... Where's the... Because there's rules, and you should be familiar with the rules. Here we go. So, you're going to there's going to be some stations on the machine, and you're going to have a choice of machines that she'll lend you or give you because you helped out. But they all have you have some stations. Stations have actions and attacks they can use. If you fuck up, things can go badly. They can be repaired. So feel free to look at those rules between sessions. For your reference, you should be able to see that Demon Grinder character sheet.
Yep.
So check it out. Ask me if you have any questions about how these things work. And next week, good?
Yeah.
Yep.
Sounds great. I'll send the invite. Hopefully, let me do it now before I forget. I'm bad at that.
Oh, nice. You can also use Demonic. That sounds easier to get than soul coins.
Demonicker is, if soul coins are gas, Demonicker is nitrous. So you can't replace one with the other.
It does have more details below. I see, yeah, that's a boost.
Yeah, it's the 19th session, and it's on April 19th.
Woohoo!
Serendipity. All right, sending the invite. Talk to you guys next week.
All right, thanks a
All
lot.
right. Talk to you then.
All right.
Bye.
Yep.
Bye.
Bye.